So I've been asked a few times, so why did you name your magazine Hexagon? Let's see, I have to think back. It was about 2013 or 2014. It originally had evolved out of an article I did on the NSA and a follow-up article about the NRO, this National Security Agency, National Reconnaissance Office. So I was starting off kind of writing about the surveillance state and spy satellites and things like that. And so I wanted to come up with like a cool sounding name. I think the first name originally was Equinox. And I thought, well, Equinox sounds cool. It's kind of got that, what do you call it? It's got the X in it. It kind of gives it an X-Files aspect. It's, of course, a reference to the midpoint of the year. My North Node is 0 degrees Libra. So I thought, okay, well, I'm kind of expressing some Equinox energy there. And then also being a Star Trek fan, there was a great episode of Star Trek Voyager called The Equinox. So there was that too. But there was already Equinox Astrology group, so couldn't use that. Next name was Corona. And I thought, well, Corona was the first spy satellite and first American spy satellite program. And, the intelligence agencies loft these things up to the stars to discern what's going down here on Earth. And those of us who are astrologers or serious astrological aficionados, we look to the stars to also figure out what's going down here on Earth. So I thought, well, maybe name it Corona after the first U.S. spy satellite program. And I ran it by some people, and they seemed to think it was a beer magazine. They thought of, when they heard the word Corona, they didn't think of like a star, like the outline of a star. They thought of the alcoholic beverage. So I was like, okay, I don't know about that. So I think the second big spy satellite program was called Hexagon. And I kind of liked the way that sounded. It kind of had the X in there. So it sounded like X-Man or X-Files or Mr. X. And hexagon means, like, in my mind, disinformation. The hex of disinformation be gone. That sounded cool. I looked up stuff like what's the symbology of a hexagon, and it's like a shape that's found a lot in nature and it implies like balance between left, right, high, low. So like that, I thought that was pretty cool. And that was pretty much it. I couldn't really think of anything else after that, and that just sounded the coolest. And then I hired a trademark attorney, Bev Bartels of Santa Rosa, California, to go, see if there was, any reason I couldn't use it, and there wasn't. So filed the trademark for it, and then got to work on the magazine. So that is why I called it Hexagon. All right.